to all the wonderful viewers and followers right now. DJOBS right here, baddest manager. And this is the baddest domain perspective, right? A Facebook live time that comes your way every Sunday, but then we couldn't do it yesterday because we were so tied up. So yes, we are right here to bring it to you, right, on Tuesday, right? Right? Yeah, I think, yeah, you know. So yeah, basically, DJOBS, the baddest manager, and I'm glad to be here. Yes, we couldn't bring this on Sunday, right, like we always do, but then I had to be here right now on a Tuesday, cognizant of the current state of affairs in our sector, right? And then it so happened is something that has touched our creative industry, you know, the youths that have been taken to Mile 2 is very obvious. There are artists, yeah, amongst them. In fact, one of them, Killer, is somebody that I have higher regards for, a thespian that has been in our creative sector for so long, and he is that artist that is so much concerned about the welfare of his people, right? And then, you know, he would always state, right, his passion for rap activism, you know, his opinion, very nice, and we've seen him in the forefront. Musa Sanyang, my very good younger brother, also is part of those that are taken to Mile 2, something that I felt, and then, like I stated it yesterday, that I am hugging him in my prayers, and all other youths that are currently in Mile 2 is very unfortunate. It's something that we wouldn't like, you know, it's obvious. Nobody would like what happened to them, right? So today on the baddest domain perspective, I decided to bring this issue, right, with the entire team. That is the current state of affairs regarding the protests, right, regarding the gala presence, you know, around all these things. That is what I want to discuss on today, right? And you can also send in your comments regarding the entire matter. Now, in the same matter, I would like to bring the issue of those media platforms, right, and individuals that have been calling out the likes of ST and other thespians to speak, relating the matter to selfishness because of their muted reality, relating the matter to ST and other artists' inability to stand for their people. I would like to bring this matter. I just state my opinion, I think, 1 hour ago, I mean, when I saw a Citizens Outlook post. I mean, no personal issue. Obviously, the person that runs that page is my good younger brother, right? There is no doubt about that. I mean, he is somebody that has higher respect for me, and I also have higher respect and regard for him. But I respect his opinion, right? And then he gave out reasons as to why he has to ask whether ST is a Gambia. I shared that post to say, I don't think calling the names of artists to participate, right, in such issues is right. I feel that is not proper for anyone to do. Yesterday I made a post, right, and it was more of a plea to say the only thing that we can do at this point is to engage the presidency, right? It's very obvious, His Excellency Adama Barrow, to please, right, release the boys, to have mercy, right, to release the boys. And I feel in my capacity as a citizen that is not leading the Gambia, that has no power, right, that has no command over anybody. The only thing that I could do as a citizen is to plead to the presidency, is to beg him to release the youths, right, is to beg him, to inform him that there are creatives in the team of youths, right, the composition that they have sent to Mile 2. That is my responsibility, and that is what I've done. Even though some people came to lampoon me here again, because they said I should not have used the finest tune to engage or to plead to the presidency regarding the release of the youths. So here comes another issue. Sometimes it's a situation of, you know, what the Mandinkas would say, Kambote Lala at Sembela. Now, here is a guy who has no power, who has no authority to command anybody. I came all out, right, to use my influential voice by pleading to the presidency, by telling the president, please, I am pleading for you to release the youths, because the composition of these youths also involves the creatives. Like I said, Musa Sanya, my very good younger brother, he is one of our presenters, right, on the Artscope podcast. He's part of the team. So if Musa today is in mile 2, that is something that should shock DJOBS. It's very obvious. And that is why I came to say the only thing that we can do, hence their bail request has been revoked until they are taken to mile 2, is to talk to the president. Because he is the only person, right, who has the utmost voice, right, the authority to say, look, yes, I have pardoned these people. You can release them. And that is what I do, right? I came to say, look, I am pleading to the presidency to release the youth in a more polite fashion. Anybody that don't like that, that is your perspective. I will not be rebellious around it. But all I know is, I feel that is the best thing for one to do, and that is what I did, right? Now, coming to the issue of the post of Citizens Outlook, and so many other people who have been calling exponentially ST's presence or involvement in all these things. Yes, ST should come out, he should give a statement about this matter. It is people that empowered him. The youth have, the youth have been involved in his matter. Whatever he has, it is the youth that gave him. In fact, some are saying because he has a diplomatic past. Brothers and sisters, ST has composed so many songs in this country, right? Songs that talks about injustice. Songs that talks about his people. I mean, his people featuring Baba Mal. Yeah, in his album. You understand what I'm saying? He spoke about injustice. He spoke about the need for government to be there for their people. That is the fact. You understand what I'm saying? Hunse Drame. Well, that is your opinion, and we will respect it. Right? Sometimes some Gambians would alter words and they don't know the right meanings for them. Words like fake, words like scammer, words like whatever. They just enjoy using them. Nobody is being fake here, Mr. Drame. The fact of the matter is, people are calling out ST to state his opinion about what is happening. And I stated that it's not by force for ST to come out and state his opinion. If I am wrong about that, state it to me, Mr. Drame. Yeah, Hunsi Drame, you are the one that I'm talking to. If I am fake about that reality, I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me whether it is by virtue of force that any Gambian artist should come out and state his or her opinion about the state of affairs. Right? There is no artist. Yeah, Jabi Ibrahim said, I wish you join us. Nobody is against anybody. I want you to listen. I mean, Gambians, we like to exhibit myopia, and it's not going to help this country. Stop being myopia exhibitionists. This is a simple matter. Somebody is calling out ST exponentially over and over for him to speak. This has not started today. You've all seen it. Every now and then, ST should come out and talk about this issue. ST should be part of this. ST should be part of that. You are seeing the reality and you want to be myopic about it. Don't be perceptually biased. The fact of the matter is, what happened to these youths? We all felt it, bro. There's no fake issue here. I made a statement pleading for the presidency to release them. Pleading for the right or relevant authorities to release our thespians. And I stated it here. That the thespians that are involved, we have higher respect for them. It's very sad for them to be behind bars. Nobody would like them. For the fact that they are locked up, nobody would beautify them. But what I'm stating here is, you should not go to infringe on people's rights to say they are not involved because they are selfish. They are calling other thespians that are not speaking of all sorts of names. That is wrong, bro. Yeah. Listen to all these songs of ST. Sometimes, that is why, before you exhibit myopia, make research and follow artists from distinction. The debut album of ST, right, to his last album that we've launched, he has been talking about injustice. He has been talking about, the need for his people to be in peace, orderliness, good manners. Go and listen to his songs. So that is the point. You have no say. I mean, who is an artist? The person that is seen and heard. Yes, he has, released so many songs where he talked about his people's interests, where he talks about good governance. You understand what I'm saying? No, he's just stating, the need for me to speak louder. Yes, that is why I had to reduce the song anyway, right? You know, yeah, so to speak, bro. You know, this is one artist that has done a lot for this industry to get to where it is today. So at least he deserves respect. That's the fact of the matter. ST deserves utmost respect. This is one person that has been serving as what? A transformative force in the Gambia's creative industry. The level that we are seeing today is because this dude struggled from Brikama, fought day in, day out to get a level that we have. Today, the reason why these government organizations, private stations, and businessmen have interest in our sector is because of ST. You cannot call any prominent artist without mentioning him. So that person deserves utmost respect. If the state has given him diplomatic pass, so be it. It's because of his major reality as a great representative and a formidable luminary for this country. How many shows has he played outside? He worked for it. Whatever he gets, he worked for it. But for the fact that people are serving as 1987 predator for only one person in the sector, it's uncalled for. It's uncalled for. So all these things, you see every aspect of what? Personal grudges and personal issues. You know? As if he is the only person in the industry. Every time, yes, they should make a statement. It is people that fill up the venues for him. This is one person who has what? SC's Community Development Foundation. Look at the trees that he's planted. An initiative that is impacting the lives of women and children in the Gambia. He is paying school fees for hundreds of students from nursery, primary, secondary, and tertiary. You think that is a minor issue? ST is salvaging so many poor homes in this country. Right? ST is a legendary icon for him to be disrespected all the time. All the time, you see media platforms bullying him for no reason. Somebody who has such a platform, such a foundation that has been so much of service to his people, you still have a problem with that person not coming out to spew his opinion about what is going on. As if he has not included all these things in his songs. Go through records. No, it is very unacceptable. We all came out and sympathized with these people. Like I said, go to my Facebook wall and see the post that I've made yesterday. I stated my opinion to say, look, I am pleading to the presidency to release the youths. What do you want me to say? You want me to come out and insult the presidency? I will never do that. And I know there's no responsible influencer in this country that will come out to disrespect the father of this country. Nobody does that. Well, the fact is a fact. I cannot come and stand up to the presidency to insult him. Right? I have to come politely to state it to him. And that is what I did yesterday. To politely come to say, please, His Excellency, I am pleading for you to release the youth. Because some of them are from our creative sector. And even those that are not from our creative sector, they are all human beings. But even with that write-up, some people have a problem with that write-up. They came to say, yeah, you are being hypocritical, you are in NPP, and the like. So be it. You understand? So be it. Every Gambian citizen have the right to belong to any political party, so to speak. If you want to be in UDP, be there. Nobody should bully you because you are in UDP. If you want to be in SFR's party, be there. You should not be bullied for being there. If you want to be with Mama Kande, go there. Be fast about it. Nobody should bully you. If you prefer, right, to be in NPP, nobody should see that as a bigger deal. Some people decided to be with the presidency. Is their right. Some people are working with the ruling government. Is their right. How many branches of government do we have in this country? Plenty. So if you're a civil servant that prefers or decided to be with the government, should you be bullied? If you decided to be in NPP, should you be bullied? If it is your right to be in UDP, it is somebody else's right to be in NPP. If it is your right to be in NPP, it's somebody's right to be in UDP or other political parties. But why are we seeing one party or two exponentially bullying other people that are not part of their party? For what? Every creative in this industry have right to belong to any political party. be it in NPP, be it in UDP, or any party. Yeah, that's a fact. It doesn't matter who is an artist. In fact, for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's still normal. If you are in the same compound with your siblings, right? You are supporting Manchester United. And one of your brothers, right, or sisters is supporting Real Madrid, and you don't have a problem with that. We've seen several incidences where true friends, good friends, would be supporting different football clubs. Yeah, if you are not fighting over that, why should we have a problem, by a partisan basis? Yeah? Why should we have a problem? Because, yes, I am your brother, I am in NPP, and you are in UDP. Why should that be a problem? That shouldn't be a problem. It is anybody's political right to belong to any political party without being bullied. That is it. So in this situation, yes, we are faced with crisis. Every youth, almost all the youths, and in fact, that should be the fact of the matter. Everybody is angry for what happened, fine. But then how do we engage the state to do what we want? People do it in different fashion. If it is, the vision of other people, or their opinion or ideas, right, to get out there, to be rebellious around their engagement, that is their problem. It's their opinion. If you think the best way you can engage the president is to insult him, no problems. But then it is not my best practice, right? Or the best practice of any human being anywhere to engage the government to do the right thing by insulting that government, by insulting the president. No, that is not best practice anywhere. Yeah, so in my capacity as a supreme leader in the Gambia's creative sector, I can engage the presidency, right, by politely telling him to release the youths. Politely, by pleading, not by being rebellious or brutal. I cannot do that. Yeah, the president is the father of everybody in this country. He's my father. He's an elderly figure. Yeah. So obviously, if I'm engaging him, if I'm going to engage him to do what I want him to do, I will definitely go right there. If I can prostrate before him, I will prostrate for him to step his feet on me. And then I plead for him to do what I want him to do. That is it. That's what, we were taught to do in Jalikunda. Yeah, as a Jali, right? We are not taught in Jalikunda to insult the president. And I will never be involved in any cohort that have a vision or mission to be rebellious or to be rude to the presidency. I will never be part of that cohort. Facts. Nobody owns anybody in this country. Yeah. Yeah, Imran YB, ST is a legend. Thank you very much, Imran. Ibrahim Agasama said the volume, please. Thank you, Ibrahim. Thank you. Facts. The truth is bitter, but it must be told. No disrespect. This exponential attack, on ST, on other thespians, like the other time I saw somebody also stated, Jezol, calling names, Nyancho, calling all of them to state their opinion. Yeah, they are keeping quiet because they have a diplomatic pass. You see this nonsense exponentially, every now and then, as if that ST has not been filtering efforts down to his people. In fact, he is doing what none of you are doing in this country. Facts. What ST is doing, there is no media platform in this country that is doing it. That's the fact. Bring it. Take the debate to even BBC. I'll be right there in that panel. What ST has been doing in this country, or what he has done for his people in this country, there is no thespian, there is no media house, there is no humanitarian that has done it. I said it. Facts. Boy. Yeah, people preferring to be nemesis, against one person exponentially. For what? As if it is Mila Jovovich's Resident Evil apocalypse. Yeah. We felt bad for the fact that this has happened to our young people. And that is why I stated, utmost discipline, in a more polite fashion, that I am pleading. Somebody said, I should not come to say, I should not plead to the president. Who is the president to do this? Who is the president to do that? Who is the president to do that and who is the president to do this? Go and stand up to the president. Yeah, it's just about rants, bro. Yeah, it's about rants. You have no authority. It is the presidency that has authority. Now, DJOBS came out to plead to the presidency to release the youth. Somebody have a problem with that plea, that I should not be so much polite. Yes, I decided to be polite because I'm in NPP. Yes, so be it. Let me be in NPP, just like how you are in other parties, brothers and sisters. Yeah, wherein the president does it wrong, it's very simple. You can engage him by being disciplined, bro. Yeah, the tonation, the way you talk to the presidency, the way you address issues, it's important. If you will not insult your mother and father in your home, you should not insult the president. Facts. You should not insult members in the parliament. That is the fact of the matter. Nobody will encourage anybody to insult another person's father or mother. It's wrong. I will not be part of any cohort that is aimed at insulting the president. I will never be part of that cohort. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, if you will not engage your parents to come and then be part of a protest in a rebellious manner, you cannot engage somebody else to be part of a protest or to make a certain pronouncement by force. It's wrong. That is bullying. Yeah, that is bullying in an orderly fashion. Facts. Yeah, let's do this, let's do that. This is what you did. You've involved other people in big problems here. At the end of the day, that is it. Let's push them. This is what you should do. That's what Gambians are good at. But at the end of the day, once you are right there, everybody back off and stay back. So people, the reason why Abraham Maslow brought in the pyramid of needs is because human beings are economic beings. Yeah, your interest. It's very obvious that if the state is the authority that gave me an attestation and gave me a diplomatic pass, obviously I should be in alliance with that state. I should be very careful what I say about that state. Facts. Yeah, bro. If truly we should go by the pyramids of needs theory as outlined by Abraham Maslow, that's how it is. Here, if you are traveling outside, right, one of your requirements as a creative or a taxpayer is to get an attestation at NCSE. Am I not right? What is NCSE? Is it not a branch of government? It is. You would need a recommendation probably from Foreign Affairs or from State House. Obviously, if you need a diplomatic pass, it is the state that will give you. Right? And then I stated this the last time. People want us to distance ourselves from the state. A president that you've entrusted with responsibility, a president that you are paying, somebody don't want you to be in good relationship with that president. Somebody don't want you to go to State House and state your problem or your alliance to that presidency. Somebody don't even want you to visit the presidency. Anytime you do that, anytime you come up to say any good thing about the president, you are seen to be somebody that is against the majority. For what? Yeah, the ministers that work in cabinet, they have family that they are feeding. You think if these ministers, right, are being sacked, their families will not suffer? You think the family of Ismaila Cisse or Bakari Badi would wish for Ismaila or Bakari to lose his position? Because that is their source of survival. So all these things you calculate. People that prefer to be with the state, people that are in cabinet, that's how it is. They are working for the state. So if you are not in alliance with the presidency, who would you be in alliance with? So that is it. Stop calling out artists. Stop calling out artists. Stop calling out ST to make pronouncements or to be part of rebellious movements that are centered on what? Disrespecting the presidency. ST will never be part of that. He stated it very clearly that I don't want to be part of any politics. I prefer to be neutral. Yeah. So we don't have a problem with any gala that is established at anywhere. Nobody has any problem with anything. Right? Somebody is in NPP. Right? Fine. And then he or she has been engaging the president about so many issues. There are so many things that cabinet ministers are recommending to the president. Yeah. So because people are not speaking out, yeah, they have consented to whatever anomaly. Yeah, because ST has not has not stated any revelation regarding his opinion, or he has not amplified his voice. He's with the presidency. Yeah, because already they had given him money. That is bullying. Yeah, people are coming, with different kind of stories. Here, if they want to castigate you, if they want to go tend your image, they call you all sort of names. But it doesn't bother. It doesn't matter to me and so many other people. Yeah, and it's his best response. That's how it is. Anytime he, took, that's the greatest response. But then as the administrators in the sector, we have to talk about this. Yeah, it's like sort of a witch hunt. Yeah, SC should come out. These artists should come out. They are selfish. They are this and that. Yeah, you the one stating it. Engage your parents to come out. Let's all be there. It's very obvious. Yeah, some of these things, like I was telling the guy yesterday. Yeah, what has happened to these youths is something that I will not beautify. Fine. But then in the protest, if we are calling everybody to be part of it, now the political figure or standard bearer that you are supporting, where is his kids? Right? Right? Where are his children? Yeah? The political, the standard bearer that you are supporting. Because like I say, if Gala is a composition of different people for national interest, very fine. That's very nice. Right? That's very nice. But again, let's go and protest. Right? You have a political figure that you are representing. Where are the children of that political figure? Why are they not in the forefront? Right? Why are they not in the forefront? It's very important for us to ask ourselves. All these things, if you look at it, if you are representing a particular millionaire, where are the children of that millionaire? Yeah. If you are a political surrogate for a particular party, right? To an extent, you are so much rebellious, right? And brutal to every comment, to anybody's opinion or anybody's present in any other party. It's like insults and all these things. The person that you are fighting for, you should evaluate yourself sometimes. Yeah, where are the children of that particular political leader? They are all in the diaspora studying. Yeah, they are all in Europe or US. Sure. So if you want to be in the forefront for a particular person, these are some of the questions that you should ask yourself. Yeah. Nobody is against anybody's protest for national interest. But then for the fact that we take it, right, as sort of a subculture, or a bully mission is something that I am here to debunk and to go against. Yeah, stop calling some couple of artists to make their pronouncements about what is happening. They've included, right, all these things in their songs. Ruhanding on Konoja. He sang about that. He sang about injustice, right? He has composed several songs where he talked about injustice. What are you telling me? But then it's like an individual, attack. If you want to be part of any movement, you have all rights to be part of it. Some, in fact, couldn't be outside to protest simply because they have health issues. Yeah. Yeah. Some they couldn't go because they have health problems. So all these things you bear in mind. Maybe there's a particular artist or there are some artists that couldn't even be there because they have health problems. They cannot go through so many things, right? So many hard knocks in the streets, and that's why they had to stay. So that don't mean they don't have the country at heart. That doesn't mean they are not amplify their voices, right? On burning issues in the Gambia. Yeah, please. And then that's it. My advice to all Gambian artists, right? Be respectful to the leadership. If the leadership does anything that is not right, you have the right to state it, but then state it in a more polite fashion. That's my advice. Right? And then as creatives, whether you saw it in the open or not, you have the right to belong to any political party without being bullied. That's the fact of the matter. You can belong to any party, be it the ruling NPP, right? Be it UDP, be it any other political party. You have all rights as artists, right? Be part of any party, right, that you wish to be part of without being bullied. That's the fact. No more hate speech. Yeah. So that is it. I still want to assert, right, my deep feelings to those that are in my too. It's rather unfortunate, right? The likes of Musa and all of them. Here, I will not be selective between people. I should be very much general. Anybody that is right there deserved to be out. And then that's exactly what I stated in my yesterday post, to say I am pleading for the presidency to release the youths, cognizant of the fact that he has the absolute power. So please, His Excellency Adam Amokende Barrow, I am pleading to you, my president, everybody's president, please release the youths. I'll be very, very happy if this is done. Mr. President, please, I am prostrating before you. I am begging you, please have mercy and release the youths. Please. Yes, I am with you, Mr. President. With all due respect, I am definitely pleading, right, for you to release our lovely brothers in my too. Please. Right? So this is it on today's Baddest Domain Perspective. And then I would like to thank all those that follow me right here. I've lost my cute smiles. It's very obvious, right? Simply because the situation is tense, and cognizant of the fact that our loved ones are right there. Obviously, you cannot state any Hollywood fashion smile right here. But the only thing to do would be to engage the public, to advise the public, right? To tell certain media platforms and houses the utmost truth. The media platforms that are centered on composing, right? Issues, stories about us, right? Publications about what we do. The thing is, we should be so much fair to our thespians, right? Mainly ST becomable, because the call out has been exponential. It's not one at a go or at a time. Yeah, it's been exponential. Media platforms calling him out to speak as if it's compulsory or an obligation from nature for him to speak up, right? So let us stop cyberbullying by engaging our important thespians, right? By putting them to task, conditioning them to be involved in things, right? Movements or activities that they don't want to be involved in, right? So I love everybody, and then I pray that these young people will be released, and pretty much so that the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Adam Amokende Barrow, would definitely see this video, and these youths will be released soonest, and I pray for them to be released. Musa Sanyang, my very good younger brother, I love you, and like I stated it in my comment yesterday, I am hugging you in my prayers, and all other youths that are in mile 2, right? Be rest assured that I have high regard for you, and like I said, I have pleaded, and I'm pretty much so the presidency will see this, and then it will be duly considered. Thank you very much. Until I come your way next week on the Baddest Domain.